What up, Jason? John, Hector, man, oh yeah. So I've had a lot of people want me to tell stories. So I'm just going to start doing stories. I think of things that haven't went over very well, I guess, or some mistakes that I feel could have changed. I don't know. So we're going to talk about the very first thing that ever got me. Very first thing that ever got me. And man, look, we was up to 11 people, just dropped. Boredom set in. I know. No, there was nothing wrong with my Cub Cadet, man. The Cub Cadet I had was a great mower. It was a great mower. It really was a great mower, the Cub Cadet I had. So, there was even the handheld or the walk behind, the 33-inch. Man, that thing was a beast. I couldn't say anything bad about them if I wanted to. Them things were awesome. The story I've got is when I very first started, okay? So I knew nothing, literally nothing. I was advertising on Craigslist, and I was like, you know what? Let's see what this is going to be about. Let's see how it's going to work, I guess. Before I put all of my eggs in a basket, I wanted to see how, am I going to get the business? Is the money going to be right? Am I going to make enough to support, me and my family? Because I had a good job. And so I posted ads on Craigslist, and I didn't have a trailer. The only mower I had was a push mower, and it had a bagger, and I had my Cub Cadet residential mower, and then I had my steel trimmer, and this was just stuff that I used on my personal line, but I didn't have a trailer or anything. So within about 3 days of having an ad posted, I ended up getting a phone call, an email from a gentleman, and he lived in like a $350,000 house on the golf course in my city at the time. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. We'll come give you an estimate. So I get over there. It had been a while since it had been cut, and I was like, oh man, it was gorgeous. I did a lot of research. Back then I was watching Blake mow, and that's why I bought a Skag, was because of Blake. Me and Blake talked for like an hour on the phone one night, and he was the reason I bought a Skag. And back to we got the Cub Cadet residential 50-inch mower, and no trailer, no anything. So I bid this property, and at the time, this probably should have been, a $40 property. I was doing it for $35. So it wasn't too far off from my first property, but very nice yard. And so he accepts my bid, and I'm like, great, the grass is tall. I have no way to get my mower over there. And he's wanting this stuff cut weekly. He's wanting it started now, And I'm like, well, what do I do? I couldn't find a trailer by the time he wanted it cut. I couldn't find a trailer. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to suck it up and push mow this lawn. So if any of y'all watched me from the beginning, it was the double cut and lawns property that had the nice backyard that was, you know, kind of had the big patio with the fire pit. And so I played it off good, okay? Let's just be honest. I played it off good. It sucked, but he had 2 vacant lots next to him. I don't even know if they were for sale, but he had 2 vacant lots next to him. And I told him, I said, look, I said, your grass is so tall right now. I'm gonna just bring my push mower. I'm gonna bag it. And he's like, yeah, you can dump the clippings, you know, in the lots next door. And I was like, okay, you know, well, that made it easier. So I'm like, I'm going to bag it, and that way it looks good. We don't have grass clippings all over the place, you know, and just suck it up, push mow it one time, get a trailer within a week, hopefully, and not have to do this again. So I go over there and I push mow this property, bag it, dump all the clippings over next door like he says to do. That never became an issue, dumping the clippings. But man, let me tell you something. I really should have had a trailer and stuff, even if it would have just been a trailer to get me by to put my one little residential mower on, until I could have upgraded, but I didn't. And it bit me hard, boy, because at the end of it all, it was so hot and so freaking humid out. That year we started in like May, and it was already tall. So I mean, it was crazy. So looking back, you know, my first mistake, I would say, would be taking on a property and not having, or even placing ads and not having the equipment to get my stuff there, because I honestly didn't think it was going to start the way it did, as fast or as quick as it did, and that I was going to have time. But it would also give me time to get some business coming in, get some estimates, and still give me time to get the equipment I needed. And it didn't happen like that at all. And it bit me real hard on that first property. But like I said, I played it off real well. It come out very nice. And after that, we used the Cup Cadet, I think, for majority of the year. And then the next year, yeah, I did. I used it all for that year. And then the next year is when I bought the Skag. I seen your comment, Stacy. Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd call it a mistake. It was a good learning experience is what it was. It was a good learning experience. It could be considered a mistake because, you know, a lot of people don't realize it. Get your stuff together. Make sure you have the equipment you need before you start doing or bidding jobs that you don't even have yet, because eventually you're going to be like, man, you know, yeah. Don't sound like it, but yeah, I was looking for my mower blew up on the lawn. No, it didn't blow up. Still, Danny, what happened? Oh man, it was a long story. It was always in the shop. That's what happened. That's what happened. So yeah, I mean, you could consider it a mistake because I guess the mistake of it was not, I don't know, you could consider it a mistake. You could consider it a learning experience. Regardless, it was, I'll change the title to my first learning experience. How's that? I'll change the title to my first learning experience. But that was it. Just wanted to give y'all a little story time. And then next Monday, I'll probably do this again, and I will tell y'all something else that I should have done. Some other things that's happened, and some of the things I do to keep the clients, keep some of these customers from being dishonest, I guess you could say. So the first time I met Andrea, she was just so gorgeous. I couldn't believe she was with Andy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what in the heck is this lady doing with Andy? Like, what is she seeing him? Like, I mean, I don't get it. She loves the makeup thing, and she's just so gorgeous and pretty. What's up, James? What's up, man? Yeah, it turned into a how you only deal with me because of Andy. Guys, we got a video that that it was funny as crap, because I was hanging out with Andy one day, and his wife Andrea was in their bedroom doing makeup, and I go in there and I've got my camera running, and I'm like, so what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm putting on makeup. And you have to watch the video. It's pretty funny, but anyway, long story short, I'm like, oh, okay. And I said, well, you look like you've got way too much red or darkness going through here. And she goes, she says it's called contouring. And I just, the camera on her the whole time. I go, guys, I don't know if your wife contours, but if she does, it sucks. And she goes, like, was not expecting that at all. Totally totally blew her out of the water, but it was funny as all get out, the expression on her face, because she was doing her makeup, and she goes, and just looks like hilarious, man. Just hilarious. So it was very funny. It was very funny. So yeah, she's got don't you got a YouTube channel doing makeup? If y'all ever want to find out about contouring, then go check her out, because I'm not a fan of contouring by any means. But hey, you know, not so much anymore. Lucky you didn't get a brick in a purse. It was funny, man. It was hilarious. Yeah, that's cool, buddy. I know, that's awesome. All right, guys, I just wanted to tell a quick little story. I'm going to change the edit. I'm going to edit the description or the title. I'm going to go spend some time with the family. I have been working. It seems like nonstop for the past 2 weeks. So I need a shower anyway. So y'all have a good one. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. And you should try some contouring. No, contouring is not for Danny. Not for Danny. So yeah, definitely not. So Andrea says hi. Hi. Did you hear? She said hi in the background. All right, guys and gals. Thanks. I might, Jason. I might. I'm not for sure. I may, depending on how the afternoon plays off. I'll probably end up getting bored and probably get on. But yeah, I just wanted to tell a quick little story. And yeah, I may be back. I may be back later. So I'm just going to go spend some time with the family. When they go to bed, usually about 9:30, then I get bored. So yeah, I may do it. So y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching. And we will see y'all. Don't forget video tomorrow. So see y'all soon.